Ooh, sorry that this video is crappy quality and it's dark. I do have a light on, but it's, I guess you could call this confession time, because, well, I really need to confess, like, a lot of things. And it's been a while since I posted a video to this channel, so this might somewhat explain why I disappeared. Well, I didn't disappear, let's be honest, no one's gonna notice. Okay, so, if you're randomly noticing this, then hi. I wanted to confess that I have not reached any of my goals. And I have not felt any better about my photography, and I haven't felt any better about my videography. I think, okay, well, I know how to use a camera, and sometimes I feel like my photos are good. And then other times I think, but they're just nothing special. And the more I go feeling like what I'm doing is not special, the harder it is to move forward. It feels like I'm alone in like everything that I want to do. All my ideas and all my work and everything that I'm trying to move forward with feels like I'm on my own. I don't have a business partner. I've never had a business partner. You know, and like, I love my boyfriend to death. I really do. Before I was with him, though, I had like hope and expectations, I guess you could say, that, you know, I would meet someone, we could run a business together. And the reality is that I met someone who doesn't have that in them, or doesn't have that dream to do it, especially not my ideas. And it's still something I feel alone in, you know, and so I feel like I'm still searching for that, and I'm still hoping that, you know, someone somewhere is gonna be like, hey, I'll help you with this, or hey, I'm really good at this, maybe, you know, I can help you, or I just feel like it's like, oh, cool, that's awesome, I'll check it out, and then they probably don't check it out 50% of the time they do, and then you just learn to move on from whoever that was. And the reality of it all is, like, I try really hard not to be bitter about this. It's not anyone's fault that I don't have anyone. You know, it's like, maybe my ideas just don't appeal to the world. What else do you do? You know, maybe there is someone out there who would have loved to help, but you know that if they wanted to help, truly wanted to help, they wouldn't care that there's no money involved. I'm not getting paid for any of this. I'm losing money for all of this. So it's not like, oh, I'm getting paid and not paying anyone. It's not about money. When you have a passion, it's not about money. And I haven't found anyone who doesn't think about the money part. And I wish that I could come up with ideas that, you know, someone wanted to help with, but the truth is, I just don't feel like anyone wants to. I feel like, you know, I end up making videos like this in front of my computer at 7:40 p.m. at night, and for what? For someone to randomly notice, feel bad for me, and do something? I mean, that's not gonna happen. It's like a 1% chance. And I've been struggling with money. When I receive a good amount of money, I somehow owe a lot of money from the times that I struggled. So I'm paying from years ago, and I'm paying now from what I needed back then. So it's like if you don't have a job for, say, for example, you didn't have a job for 2 years. Then when you finally get a job, it's like having to pay for 2 years worth. Because there's no like, oh, you're debt free, you just got a job, you owe nothing, start over and go. No, I mean, I do have credit cards. They actually help me survive a lot of things. As long as I pay minimum. And I've paid every single month. So I'm trusted with my credit cards, but the debt got so high that it's like, there's no catching up. I can't catch up with a year or two's worth of debt. Like, how do you just catch up unless you're making twice as much as you need? Like, I'm not making twice as much as I need. I'm barely making enough to get by, you know? Like, I mean, I live with my boyfriend who pays the rent because I cannot figure out how to do that. Like, it's like, I don't know how to make a lot of money unless you randomly get a good job somewhere. And that's what frustrates me, is because I feel like when you go to apply for a job, you gotta be good at like something or have something to prove to them or something like that. Unless it's just a random job like where I'm at now, working at Ross. Like, I mean those specific jobs for the role that you go to school for, the role that you study, the role that you really know and have experience with. And I feel like, oh yeah, I know photography, I know videography, I can video edit, everything. And then you go to write some sort of cover letter or resume, and then you're there thinking like, but what makes me special? Because there's probably someone else applying that actually knows more than just the basics to everything. And I'm sitting over here thinking, well, I'm good at it, but I'm not good enough at it. And it's then I realize, like, I don't have the patience to learn everything I need to know about one thing, because I will want to move from one thing to the other. And this is depressing. When I really sit and think about it, I start to realize, like, am I the only one who just feels like it's so hard to stand out or be different or have like something that makes you, unique? Like, why do I struggle to find what makes me unique? I've wanted to be a writer, I've wanted to be a photographer, I've wanted to be a fashion photographer, wanted to work for a magazine, I've wanted to have an office job, I wanted to be a preschool teacher when I was younger, I've tried to do piano teaching and photography teaching, and I wanted to be a model at one point when I loved my body, and now I do not love my body at all. I've wanted to be a singer, and I love singing, and I love making music, but my music doesn't go anywhere except in my boyfriend's car, or on my SoundCloud, or sometimes I share it online, or I want to make a music video, and I'm sitting there like on YouTube and watching these other people like figuring it out, and I'm trying so hard not to compare. Like, that is the hardest thing, because so many people will say, don't compare yourselves to other people, and you're like, okay, if I didn't compare myself to other people, I'm still not happy with, like, how I can't do what I want to do. Like, it's not because someone else is doing it. I want to, like, I just want to be known. And it all comes down to this need I have in me to be known for something, to be successful, to be special, to be different, and not to just blend in the background. I'm Employee of the Month, apparently. I found out yesterday. It's not like the hardest thing to accomplish or anything. I don't even know how I got it. But it's so sad when I realize that is the most special I've felt since my boyfriend picked me. And still picks me. And when it comes to my work and what I'm doing, I just feel like I just don't feel like I can figure it out, you know? And that's when it makes it so hard to not compare yourselves, because you'll think of other people that at one point they looked up to you. They said that you were better than them. They said that, like I've had some people like admire my work years and years ago. And then I find out years and years later that they've like successfully built a business out of their photography or video or whatever the case is. They have all these clients and they're doing this and they're going here and they're doing that. I have like some people who have admired me a long time ago, and now they're like running their own business successfully, living on their own and stuff like that. And they're younger than me. Most of them, if not all of them, are younger than me. And I'm sitting here like, why am I here? Like, I was not just placed on this earth to just do an okay job at everything. What makes me different? Like, why do I feel like I can't figure out what makes me different? I have so much just like in me, just wanting to come out. I have cried over this stuff with Darren. Like, soaked his shirt, cried into his neck, where it just was wet, crying because I could not stop, building like puddles of tears on him. I could not stop because the pain that I have over all this stuff is real. I haven't even had like the courage to sit in front of a camera myself, besides this, of course, but I mean, like, for You Matter stories. I have the courage, I think. I just haven't had the willingness to take time to do it for myself. And I love doing it for other people, and I realize, like, you could think I'm the worst person to be listening to people, or I am the best person, because I could sit there and realize I totally get you. Because my life sucks. And I hate saying, like, oh, my life sucks, because there's someone somewhere who might be thinking, oh, well, at least you have this, at least you do this, like, my past self would have been like, but you have an awesome boyfriend. You guys, like, you have someone you can hug and talk to all the time. Like, how are you complaining? Well, it's true, we'll always want more no matter what, and so, like, this is normal. Not saying it makes you feel any better, but it's normal. Nothing, and I know this, is gonna suddenly just make me happy forever, except God. And I'm still on Earth, so I'm still always gonna feel like it's not enough. But sometimes it's just too much of the same type of pain, and you're kind of just like, can we move on to something else? Like, I want to complain about something else because I'm tired of feeling down over the same thing. And, like, that's where I stand right now, is I'm tired of feeling like I can't get myself off the floor. I can't get my business off the floor. I can't figure out, how to be known for something, how to stand out. Like, man, if I could be a motivation to people, if I could be, like, someone who really inspires people, that would be so awesome. Like, I could use all of this storytelling and pain to help people, as opposed to just feeling pathetic in my room on my laptop. So, yeah. To add to it all, and I shouldn't be thinking about this, but let's be honest, we all do. I will, watch YouTubers, because I've always wanted to be, like, a known YouTuber or something. Like, I've always wanted just people to be inspired by me, and I don't know why. I've had this need to feel special since I was a kid, and it's, like, a part of me, and it's really annoying, to be honest. But I look at YouTubers and I'm like, they got great skin, they got straight teeth, they look great. And then there's the polar opposite, where they have something wrong with them, like a deformity, or blind, or deaf, or some sort of disability, or something's just unique about them, and that's the thing. Their uniqueness is what's getting them known. And then I start to think, then nothing's unique about me. And that's what, makes it even harder. And I realize, like, I should not be thinking that way. But I am. And I'm human, and I'm gonna feel that way. But what makes me unique? My social anxiety? Oh, plenty of other people. So many of these YouTubers actually share they have social anxiety. Explains why, they felt comfortable doing things that could be recorded and edited and looked at before being posted, so you're sure about what you're putting up, as opposed to like a live show or something, but it's like, well, I have social anxiety too, but I'm not special, and so I figured it out. My photography channel, I have like a nice amount of subscribers for not paying attention to that channel for a long time, and then once I started paying attention to it, I didn't know what to do. And now I still can't get myself to even edit, because I edit and I do a lot of creative stuff the best at nighttime and alone. And I don't get that because I have to go to sleep early to go to work early at a job that is supposed to be a temporary job that is now taking over my life, because I feel like I live at my job, because I am there 5 to 6 days a week, and it's part-time with almost full-time hours half the time. And it's like, I need the money, but I really need to like use my skills, because I really just like, I am tired of being alone in what I'm doing. That is my point. I'm tired of being alone, and I'm tired of being insignificant and feeling insignificant. And that is what bothers me the most. Like, I start to feel like if someone who was known was my friend, then they would be like, this is Stephanie, and I love her. And then everyone would be like, oh, wow, she's cool. It's little thoughts like that where I'm like, what am I, 12? Like, what? I'm 12, I want to be popular. Like, I'm a high schooler and I just want to be in the popular kids. Like, it's like this, maybe as a kid I always wanted this, so now as an adult it's just manifested in me since my childhood and never got fulfilled. And I'm sitting here like, why do I still want to be popular? Like, what the heck? Was it like, is it because I was always so shy and quiet as a kid, so, I never got that because no one really noticed me, and when they did, it was like, oh, she's really shy, oh, she's really quiet. And I was like, I don't want to be known for being shy and quiet. And it bothered me and it hurt me. Why did it bother me and hurt me? Because I felt like there was so much more in me, but no one like knew about it because they were so distracted by like my anxiety that I had no idea that I had when I was a kid. I didn't know that I was that way because of social anxiety. I always thought something's wrong with me. Nobody told me I had social anxiety to tell me, Stephanie, no, you just think everything is wrong with you, but it's actually not true, but it feels like it's true because everyone notices that you feel that way, and therefore it doesn't look good or feel good at all whatsoever, and you're just making it worse, but you didn't know you're making it worse because no one told you that you have social anxiety. I'm gonna make sure my future kids, like, really understand themselves. We'll figure it out. Anyways, yes, that is what I wanted to share. And I've spent almost 20 minutes now just confessing it. But you know what? It feels good to get it out there. Don't know who's going to watch it, but that's the truth. I don't know where to go from now, honestly. I don't know. I ran out of money for advertising online, so I don't know what to do with my business right now except to, like, beg these people that signed up or want to sign up to actually do their story video so that I can actually have something to do and show people, like, what my passion is. Otherwise, I'm sitting here like, I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm doing, you know? And like everyone's busy and like I keep wishing that I had like a team of people and like people actually respected me and listened to me. At work, the one of the biggest things that has like really affected me is that I don't feel like half the time I don't feel like anyone respects me because it's like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Like that's what it feels like the whole time is like I don't know what I'm doing because I do know what I'm doing when I'm given a job I already know how to do, but when I'm put somewhere to do something or someone asks me a question that I don't know, I'm like, I don't know. Go ask the manager because I'm not I'm just not like that person at work, you know? I feel like I'm not special. Why should anyone go to me for questions, you know? And anyway, I won't go off on that because now it's 21 minutes, but I better go. I just probably will talk to my boyfriend tonight when he gets off work and talk my way through this, I guess. Well, that's it. This is a raw video of me confessing feelings, unedited, obviously, because I did not cut anything out. So, yeah, maybe there's someone out there who totally gets me. Be nice to know them. Okay, bye.